Hi, this is Dale Buchanan, the host of Puppy Talk Podcast. Before we get started today, I wanted to let you know of my new book, The Complete Puppy Training Manual. It's available on Amazon in 4 formats: Kindle ebook, paperback, hardcover, and audiobook. You can find it on Amazon right now. It's called The Complete Puppy Training Manual, and I will put a link in the show notes of this episode. I'm Dale Buchanan, and this is Puppy Talk, the podcast that offers advice on how to raise a healthy, happy, and obedient puppy. This podcast is sponsored by Top Gun Dog Training. Be sure to subscribe to this podcast now so you don't miss a single episode of Puppy Talk. Welcome to Puppy Talk episode number 34. This is the puppy training series, Teaching Stay. In this episode, I'm going to teach you how to put your puppy into a good down stay. This is the ultimate calming command for any puppy or dog. Unlike sit and down, we are not going to be using shaping or luring with food. We will be using food reward and marking the behavior. Let's get started. I'm going to teach this to you in 5 easy steps. Step number 1, make sure that your puppy has a good sit and down. Review episodes number 31 for the sit and episode number 33 for the down. If you haven't done this yet and worked for at least 2 weeks on a good sit and a good down, you're not going to have any chance of getting your puppy to stay. Now, when I say a good sit and down, I mean without a food lure, without shaping, you say the word or the hand signal, and your puppy automatically goes into the sit or the down. For this training, we do want your puppy to go into the down position. They're going to have to go into a good down position very easily before you can ask them to stay. Remember that puppy training is a progression. So again, go back and review episodes number 31 and 33 before you start and go to step number 2. Unlike the other episodes in the teaching series, I am not going to have you do the vocal command and the hand signal separately. With the stay command, you're going to do both at the same time. And you're going to want to say the stay command firmly like this: stay. Let me repeat that again. Stay. And then you're going to do the hand signal, which is going to be your arm straight out in front of you, your wrist at 90-degree angle with your palm facing the puppy so they can clearly see that you're facing the palm to them and you're saying the word stay at the same time. If you need another visual for the hand signal, think of a police officer or somebody directing traffic. They are out in the street. They're having one lane stay, and then the other ones are going to be moving. And with that arm out to their side or out front, they have that traffic stay. It's a very clear signal for humans, and it's also a very clear signal for dogs. Here's how you're going to program the stay command and hand signal into your puppy. You put them in the down, and you're going to say the stay and the hand signal, and you're going to wait for 10 seconds. This is step number 3. You start with 10 seconds and build up from there. So you put your puppy in the down and you say stay, and you give the hand signal, and then you wait 10 seconds and you mark the behavior by giving a food reward and saying good boy, good girl. Yes, that's very good. Something like that. You can keep it simple. I like to just say good boy, good girl, or yes, or you can even use a clicker. For a review on clicker training, check out Puppy Talk episode number 15. Step number 4. This is very important, and this is going to be the heart of teaching your puppy to stay. What you're going to do is you're going to stand directly next to your puppy, and you're going to mark and reward every 10 seconds that your puppy stays in the down position. This is done so that your puppy knows that you want them to stay and they're going to do things that they're going to get rewarded for. This is the basis of positive reinforcement. And you're going to do this 6 rounds for 1 minute total. So you go to the puppy, you say down, stay, do the hand signal. 10 seconds later, yes, give a food reward. Another 10 seconds later, yes, give a food reward. Another 10 seconds later, you repeat that again until you've done 1 minute. You're going to practice this 3 times a day for 7 days. So you're going to do 1 minute of down stay, rewarding every 10 seconds, as long as the puppy doesn't move, in the morning, afternoon, and the evening. And you're going to do that for 7 days before we move into step number 5, which is to slowly increase the 3 Ds, which are distance, duration, and distractions, but not all at once. For step number 5 to work properly, you have to be very patient and very calm with your puppy. You're going to slowly increase the distance away from the puppy by 1 foot at a time. At the same time, you're still having them stay for 10-second intervals for 1 minute, but you're going to back up 1 foot, and you're going to do that round of 6 repetitions, rewarding the stay. You're going to have to move back into the puppy, say yes, give them the food reward, you back up 1 foot. You're going to do that 1 day. The next day, you're going to add another foot. The next day, you're going to add another foot until you're 7 to 10 feet away from the puppy. At this point, you're doing pretty well. The puppy's doing pretty well. You're going to add some more duration. And then you're only going to reward the puppy every 15 seconds. And then when they do that well, you're going to reward the puppy every 20 seconds, and then every 30 seconds, and then at the end of 1 minute. For any young puppy, don't try to get them to stay any more than 1 minute. You're just asking too much of that puppy. When the puppy becomes older, when they're an adult, 18 months old, 24 months old, you can work on them staying for up to 5 minutes. But as a puppy, they've got so much energy. They've got so much enthusiasm. To ask a 12, 16, 20-week-old puppy to stay in a position for a very long time is just not realistic. The next thing that you're going to do is you're going to add distractions. This is where you take the training outside, and you will need to practice the first 2 Ds, distance and duration, and increase those before you add distractions. Also, don't expect much from your puppy when you take them outside and you try to get them to do a downstay when there are other dogs around, a lot of people around, birds, butterflies, wind, leaves, just about anything. Don't expect your puppy to stay very long. Here's the general rule. If your puppy can do a downstay inside the house for 1 minute, I would give them an A. However, the second that you take the puppy outside and there are distractions, that's going to drop right to a C. So you have to set your expectations properly and not push the puppy too hard, especially at the beginning, especially outside with distractions. This takes time over a period of a year of you working on downstay. They're going to have it pretty good. When I take Dixie outside and I take her for a walk, she's now 15 months old, I ask her to downstay when she is going to be greeting another dog or another person, and she won't come up from that downstay until I release her. This prevents her from jumping on somebody or jumping on a dog that she doesn't know or something like that. And this is a very good way to practice your downstay with distractions outside. I've had her since she was 10 weeks old, so we've been working on downstay for 13 months now, and it's getting very good. But to be honest with you, there is still work to be done. Remember that downstay is the ultimate command, and it is the ultimate command to get your puppy to relax, stop, and just chill out. But it takes a lot of patience, It takes a long time for the puppy to learn to stay because, as you already know, getting a puppy to stay in one position for a long time is almost impossible. So don't be too hard on your puppy. The applications for the down stay are very similar to just getting your puppy to go into the down position. You can use it when you want the puppy to settle down, when you want the puppy to behave, or when you want the puppy to go onto their place or bed. And we're going to do more training on getting your puppy to go to the bed, down, and stay in later episodes. But next week, we're going to do the fourth in this series, which is the come command or puppy recall. If you've enjoyed this episode, be sure to leave us a review on Apple Podcasts, and you can also buy me a coffee through the link on my website, puppytalkpodcast.com. In addition, be sure to check out our sponsor, Top Gun Dog Training, at topgundogtraining.com. Thank you and have a great day. This is Dale Buchanan, host of Puppy Talk Podcast. I have an announcement of a new book that I just published called Potty Training Your Puppy. It's available on Amazon in Kindle and paperback, soon to be available on audiobook. You can find out all the details of this book using the link in the show notes. It's called Potty Training Your Puppy. It's a comprehensive book with a simple and effective way to help potty train your puppy. And it really works. Check out the link in the show notes.